Good morning, everybody. How are we? So I'm a little bit late this morning. Literally, the plumber arrived. I'm having a new bathroom fitted at the moment. Plumber arrived. First day on the job at 8:30. About 25 past 8, to be fair. Just as I was about to come in here. So I've just been nattering to him. But anyway, I'm here now. I'm on to about 9:30 and then an hour break. And I'll be back at 10:30 till 11:30. Weight loss coaching live. Number 1 this week. We have got a second one in. I think I put it in for 4 o'clock on Thursday. I was going to do it in the morning, but I can't do morning. Like, I can only do live till 9:30 on Thursday because I need to use my mum's car and she needs it back for dinner time. So I'm just trying to find a bit of balance with shuffling everything about. Anyway, this morning's all good. We're here now. A little bit late, but we're here now. And then 10:30, we'll be back for the Weight Loss Coaching Live. I am so white. It is absolutely, like, honestly, I feel for anyone in America at the moment. Like, I mean, we're getting the tail end of that. It is so cold this morning. I've had to walk Betty and take her to our mum's because the plumber's here. Blossom will just stay with me, but Betty won't. She's a right pain in the bum. So I've had to walk the dog this morning. My hands are still absolutely frozen. It's just absolutely horrible out there. It is horrible out there. Days like today is why it's so important to work to average steps. If you guys don't get your 10K in today, I don't blame you. I'm not sure I'm going to get my 10K in today unless this sort of subsides by dinner time. I think the old 10K is might be out the door today. I'll get as many as I can in. And what I might, even though I'm teaching spin tonight, if I don't get any, I've done one dog walk this morning, but it was only a 10-15 minute one, It was only a 10-15 minute. I need to get Bloss out 10-15 minutes. That's half an hour. So that'll be 3,000 to 4,000 steps. I'm then going to go to the gym and train. Where if this hasn't gone by tonight, they won't be getting a second dog walk this evening. So I should get 6,000-7,000 in. I might even go to the gym a little bit earlier and try and do 15 minutes cross training, which I wouldn't normally do because I teach spin. So I might do 50 minutes cross training, half an hour weights, and then a 45-minute spin class. Brilliant. I'm going to sleep well tonight. Anyway, we'll see. I'll do as well as I can, and we'll see where we get to. Let's do top 5 on TikTok this morning. Stephen's in at number 1, Lou's in at number 2, Callum's in at number 3, Faye's in at number 4, and Peter P is in at number 5 in the top 5 this morning, guys. Thank you very much for jumping straight into the live. It's all good. Sophie, good morning. Kelly, good morning. Mr. John Jackson, good morning. Clary Fairy, good morning. Kaza, Lita, good morning. Any thoughts on Juice Plus? Yeah, there's this lady, right? And she comments on all my posts, right, on Facebook. And she's this like holistic health guru. She flipping peddles Juice Plus. I didn't know this until someone else. She must comment on loads of different posts because someone commented on one of her things saying, "Don't you do Juice Plus?" So I went into her profile and she really hides it. She doesn't make, like, her Facebook page is literally like, healthy recipes and this, that, and the other, and demonizing all different foods. Don't drink diet drinks and all this, that, and the other. But then you click on her Instagram and it takes to another link. Right. Yeah, I had to do some detective work. So I like calling people out. Right. And I had to do, and then you click on her Instagram, and then her Instagram links to, has a link for her Juice Plus. And her Facebook page got about 150 followers. She gets absolutely no engagement whatsoever on it. Her Instagram has about 1,000 followers. And I don't know if she gets any traction. I've not had a look through it. But that's where she links her Juice Plus from. So she critiques people through Facebook, but peddles her Juice Plus shake diet thing. So basically, her comment yesterday was on the My Protein omelets. Was like, "Oh, this is just ridiculous. People spending money on pre-made." So, and I was just commenting saying, "You peddle Juice Plus. Like, what's the what you got?" Well, it's just to encourage people to get more plants into their diet. What, like daffodils? You absolute silly bat. Honestly, it drives me the hypocrisy of certain people. So we can't buy we can't buy a pre-made omelette that is perfect. If you work in an office, right? I work in an office. I haven't got a cooker. I fancy an omelette, pre-made one. Where I work in truckers, right? People that are just in a rush, like be like, it only takes 30 seconds to make an omelette. Yeah, it does take 30 seconds to make it, but you got to stand by that. You got to beat the eggs up. You're making washing up. You got to stand by the cook. And I'm not saying that the pre-made omelette is the correct choice. Making your own omelette would be great, but it's 2026, right? Mum and dad both work. Mum and mum both work. Dad and dad both work full time, right? Because in 1952, right, you could run one household off one wage, and it was very traditional. Generally, dad went to work, mum stayed at home. It's now 2026. We've moved on. We've evolved from there, right? But now, some people with 2 full-time jobs can't afford to run their household, right? They literally have to have another income coming in as well, right? And don't get me wrong, you might be like, well, if you can't afford to run your household, why would you go and spend £1.50 on a pre-made omelette? I'm like, well, at the end of the day, it's probably got 3 eggs in it. That's like 50p anyway. And it's just time. It's just time. Sometimes we've got to use some convenience here and there. So, but some people are so blinded. Some people don't live in the reality of life in 2026. This lady, I look at her, she's retired, I think, right? She's got all the time in the world to cook and clean and demonize and post that no one interacts with on Facebook. And it's just ridiculous. It's just absolute garbage. Anyway, I just like winding her up because she can't help but bite back. So I just don't mind her commenting. She loves it. She loves it. And I will. And sometimes I'm a bit like, yesterday I was a grammar police on her because it's just, if she's going to pick fault with everything, I'll pick fault with everything that she puts on. I'm not arsed. Do you know what I mean? Stefan, good morning. Maureen, good morning. I had another post yesterday. I did a Slimming World post, right? And you get all this, the Slimming World just come out of the woodwork. And I get why they're so passionate about it. But again, you get these posts. There's some ladies there going, oh, a lovely freezer full of ultra-processed food. Profile picture holding a glass of wine from 2 days ago. So she's not even doing dry jam. I'm not critiquing anyone for not doing dry jam, but what I am critiquing people for is hypocrites. Can't be hypocritical, right? Alcohol. I drink alcohol, by the way. So when I talk about it, some lad said this the other day. I literally said, you're demonizing. What did I put on? You're demonizing lentils in a packet. Yeah, every profile picture you're drinking alcohol. He then went through my pictures and screenshotted all the pictures of me drinking alcohol and posted and said, I said, I'm not hypocritical. I drink alcohol, but I don't demonize. Right, I drink alcohol, but I don't demonize eating lentils out of a packet. Now, look, this is the honest truth about alcohol. And if I drink alcohol, this doesn't put me off drinking alcohol. Every sip of alcohol kills brain cells. That's proven, right? That's probably why I'm like I am now, right? Every single sip of alcohol. Alcohol is a pure poison to the body. That is proven. Right, so every glass of wine, every sip of beer, and yes, everything. I still believe everything in moderation. I still drink alcohol. I don't mind killing a few brain cells. I've got a lot less than I used to have, but I'm all right with that. It's a trade-off, right? So but we can't put a pure poison into our body and then worry about guar that goes into a processed meal, worry about some potassium sorbate that goes into a processed meal. We just can't. And I'm telling you now, if you drink alcohol, don't demonize any processed or ultra-processed food. See it with context. You can't do it. It's hypocritical. Don't be hypocritical, right? And this is what people are on Facebook, So and again, I'm not demonizing drink. I drink alcohol. I'm fully aware of the effects it has on the human body, right? And like when I say it kills a few brain cells, does it do you any long-term, like, is there any evidence to show that drinking in moderation does actual severe long-term damage? Yes and no, all right? It is a bit like that. But you make your choices in life. I enjoy going out for a beer. And if that means I live 5 years less, I'll hold my hand, that's fine. I'm all right with that. I generally am,
But we just and again, this is where I get so many people that come on Facebook, and it's the first thing I do. I look at the profile picture, and they're just stood there with a drink. I'm like, that's 10 times worse than any ultra processed food. It is, right? Drinking alcohol, it's pure poison. Alcohol, think about it. It's a fuel. It sets things on fire. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you go chuck pure alcohol, ethanol on something, it absolutely makes it on fire. It makes it explode. Like it's kind of like, wow, you know, what you're putting into your body. But that's what it is, you know. It is at the end of the day. Oh, that's full of sugar. Pint in the hand. What do you think lager is? What, zero sugar lager? No, unless it's Holstrom pills, all the sugar turns to alcohol, you know. So it's just, you know, it's just, it is what it is, you know. I'm just hoping she's in here watching. I'd love it. She won't. She's too wrapped up in her own self, really, to be honest with you. It was like the other day she posted, I put my Nando's chicken recipe, my creamy Nando's recipe. So it's literally dead simple. Chicken, peppers, onions, peri sauce, and chicken, peppers, onions, peri sauce, and some soft cream cheese. She then just posted some random picture of a chicken breast that looked like it was stuffed with some mozzarella, sun-dried tomatoes, bog standard thing. Right. So I did a reverse Google search with it. Right. I know it's sad. I did a reverse Google search with it. And it was just, and I went onto her page and she made out, check out this recipe I've created. It's amazing. So I didn't comment on her page. I did a reverse Google search and it was literally like good food guide, BBC good food recipe, right? Because it pinged it up. I'm like, why are you plagiarizing other, like the good food guides, chicken stuff with mozzarella and passing it off as your own recipe on my post? Like question mark, nothing. She didn't reply to it. She won't know how to block me. See, she probably wants to block me, but well, she probably doesn't because she commented yesterday anyway. Morning, is there a video of you doing the potato cubes in air fryer? No, I will do one. I did them last night for my. I absolutely love them at the moment. They're so tasty. There isn't. I will do one. I'll do one. I'll do a little video. I'll do it as a reel and a TikTok. Walk on the spot for steps. Do you know what? Walking on the spot puts loads of pressure through the body because there's no momentum of moving body weight. So obviously I've got severe arthritis in both my knees. So for some people, I would not, would I recommend doing a walking workout, which is like where you move from side to side, you move from front to back on YouTube? Yeah, great. Walking on the spot actually puts a lot of pressure through the body. So if you've got any mobility issues, I actually had a client, Yasmin might be on, and she was doing a lot of walking on the spot and she ended up with some really severe Achilles issues. So I really don't recommend walking on the spot, but I do recommend like walking workouts on you. You'll see with walking workouts on YouTube, they don't have you walk. You might do a little bit on the spot, but they make you walk forward, walk backwards, walk left, walk right. Yeah, and I know it doesn't sound logical, but it's true. Like it does. Just standing in one spot walking puts a lot of stress through the body. Drinking is no bueno. Kinder Bueno. I don't know. I've never had brain cells to begin with anyway. Pete, to be honest with you, I'm all right, you know. I'm all right. But like I say, that's the honest truth about it. And I'm like I say, I don't want people thinking if I'm being well, you drink. I do drink alcohol. I fully understand the effects it has on my body. I take the risk. Like I say, enjoy a beer. And life's too short to be scared of different bits and pieces. You know, we have billions of brain cells. I can handle losing a few through drinking. But this is what I mean by people being hypocritical. You know. Morning, Justin from a night shift. Leslie, hope you're okay. Get yourself to bed. Especially there's no point going anywhere in this weather. I don't know if has everyone got this weather. I don't know what it's called, Storm Chandra or something that we're getting hit with. I have what's it called? Storm something. They don't have like Chandra. Where's that? It's not like Storm flipping. I don't know, Bertha or Bethel or Chantel or something. I don't know what Chandra comes with. Anyway. Heavy rain and wind hits UK with travel disruption and hundreds of schools closed. Ooh. Said that to Rach this morning. I was like, flipping phone in, just work from home. Don't go out in this weather. It's flipping horrible. Very windy and wet in Leicestershire. I think I got a wind assist on the school run. Yeah, I think it's hit everyone, hasn't it?
So it's definitely, if it's in Leicestershire, it's down south, and it's definitely here on the Fylde coast in Lancashire. Rather have rain than snow, though. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. With my balance issues when walking, I love looking at the snow. It's amazing, but snow and ice is not my friend. Like, I genuinely, and I might do this, I don't want to drag Blossom out. I will take her out for 10 minutes, but I don't want to have her out for a long time in this weather. She's just got groomed yesterday as well, so she's not really got much of a jacket on, and I don't have a coat for her. So I'll just whip her out for 10 minutes. But I would actually, in this weather, I've got a great big North Face coat that I can walk to the Antarctic in. I've got bobbly hats. I've got gloves. I would go out walking in this weather. I hate it. It's not nice. It's not very pleasant. But Kevin this morning, brave the wind, rain, sleet at 6 a.m. this morning for 5K steps. It was Baltic. I bet, mate, you're a bit more north than I am. So, but, you know, sometimes you've just got to do it. Sometimes you've just got to grit your teeth and get at it. Morning, Neil. It's not too bad here. Just a bit of rain and wind. School run done. Good lad, Neil. Neil, I sent you an email yesterday, mate. Have a read through it. I sent it to you last night. Sometimes it goes into junk and spam, so have a quick look. If you don't see anything, give me a shout and I'll send it again. Neil inquired about my my one-to-one plan yesterday. If anyone is interested, you've got till tomorrow to sign up if you would like to start on Monday. All right, so you've got till tomorrow to sign up if you'd like to start on Monday. And my New Year offer is going to run until when's my New Year offer going to run till? A week tomorrow. All right, till next Wednesday. Yeah. Chris Holden, good morning, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I got it, mate. Time to sign up now. Brilliant, Neil. Great to get you on board. I hate snow, can't go out in the woods. Yeah, snow is a pain in the ass. It's lovely to look at, isn't it? Done 18,000 steps at work Saturday. I was a tad busy. Everyone wants a sausage roll. It is a bonus. It is a bonus. If you do a lot of steps at work, it is a bonus. What does the plan include, Leslie? It's a tailored plan around calories and steps, which is my big thing. So I create a step progression plan that's suitable for you to build up your everyday movement if you need it. Some people don't. Some people are doing great with the steps already. And then you get a calorie allowance, a calorie structure, and then I just guide you on how to improve your overall diet while still enjoying the foods you love, while still enjoying a glass of wine. We don't need to demonize anything. If you enjoy, having a takeaway every Saturday night, but you feel you can't have it when you want to lose weight, I'll show you that you can, right? And then you get to check in with me every couple of weeks. In between check-ins, if you need me, I'm here 24/7. So you can WhatsApp me whenever you want to ask me any questions whatsoever. One of my clients, David, this morning asked me, he said, I'm just on NutriCheck and I've made a dish for the family. Do I just put all the ingredients into? Yeah, absolutely spot on. So if you just want to run anything by me at any point of the day, you can just drop me a message. But then every 2 weeks, you get to check in with me, send me your weight, your measurements, your steps, any exercise you might do, write it all down. I fill in your progress sheet. I send you feedback on what you've done and what to do over the next couple of weeks to keep guiding you and pushing you on your weight loss journey. You get all that. It's 15 quid to sign up, and it's $29.99 a month for a minimum 3 months. I just asked for 3 months commitment from you. But at the moment, it's half price. It's half price to sign up. It's half price to sign up, and then it's $29.99 a month. But if you complete your first 3 months, you get your 4th month free. All right. So it's half price sign up and 4 months of coaching for the price of 3 until a week on Friday. My problem is I don't eat much. Well, that's all right. Look, you don't need me then, Les. I'm a weight loss coach, remember? So if you don't eat much, you won't have a weight issue. Now, if you have a weight issue and you're saying you don't eat much, that's something that we need to sort out, because you don't have a weight issue. You eat too much. I've been there. All right. So, and it's a tough one. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, if you're overweight if you're overweight, or if you're trying to lose weight and you're not losing weight, and you think you don't eat too much, you are eating too much, right? Well, you're eating too many calories. You might not eat lots of volume, all right. But generally, if you don't eat much, and you don't have a weight issue, then I'm not your guy, all right? Because I'm a weight loss coach, yeah? The plan includes results if you put the work in, 100%. And you have got to put the work in. I'm not a miracle cure. I can't sit here now and go, yeah, come on, plan with me, and this time next year you'll be 4 stone lighter. What I can say is, right, there are guaranteed results if you put the effort in. The plan works, right? It's not a case of will it work for me? It's a case of will you stick to it? Everyone can stick to it. It's just whether you want to or not. Now, obviously, alongside that, we do have what I would call outside influences. Now, some people might call it an inside influence. We have things going on in our head that at this point in time, could be out of our control in a way. Obviously, our brain is under our control. It is, right? But we need to learn how to control it. So you might be sat there now going, I just can't control my eating. I just overeat all the time. And that feels like it's out of control, right? So that is an outside kind of influence, if that makes sense. What I'll help you with is bringing that control into place, because everyone can control their eating, right? For some people, it might take 5 years to crack. For some people, it might take 5 months. Some people, it might take a few weeks, right? As long as you constantly work on it, we can crack it. I've been one of the worst food addicts in the world. I used to be 37 stone, right? I was immobile when in fact, Monday coming up is my anniversary, right? So the first Monday of February 2014 is when I started my weight loss journey, right? The exact date was the 3rd. So this year, it's the 2nd of January, isn't it? Is the first Monday. But basically, I just class it. It's the first Monday of February 2014 was when I started my weight loss journey. I was 37 stone. I struggled to get out of bed. I struggled to do my own personal care. I struggled to walk anywhere, right? I was a food addict, massive emotional eater. And I sit here now, like, lost half my body weight, qualified personal trainer, averaging 11,000 steps a day, have perfect control. I say perfect control. I don't have perfect control over my food. I have control over my food as good as it's ever going to get. If 12 years ago, I was averaging 6,000 calories a day, right? Yesterday, I ate 1,600 and didn't feel hungry, right? Control over my food. I don't eat 1,600 every day, by the way, right? I don't. It's an average. Right, I eat 2,600 calories a day on average. I'm going to record the weekly weight loss vlog today. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday. A bit all over the place at the moment, But if you put the effort in, you'll get the results. You really, really will. Yeah. Right. Let me scan down. Took ticket to the vet today to get spayed. So going deep clean, get my steps in that way on day off. Love it. And I assume Tigger's a cat. And hope she's absolutely fine at the end of it. She will be. It's obviously a very routine thing. Have I missed anything? No, I haven't. So what is the plan for today? What is the plan for today? The plan for today is I've got plumber in all day, so I can't really do any content in the kitchen. Bought loads of the My Protein range yesterday, the new My Protein range from Iceland. My plan was to kind of review and record all week. Now, in all honesty, I'm not doing loads of it. I'm doing 2 ready meals. I've already done 1. I'm doing the 2 omelettes that they've got, which I was hoping I might actually box off this morning. I might make them in the kitchen, and then I was going to do this morning. I might make them in the kitchen and then review them sat here. And just sort of talk about them sat here kind of thing, because I can't really, there's a lot of noise going on in the kitchen, in the bathroom, which is next to the kitchen. I was going to do that this morning, but I think Will's only here today. I think he said he should get it all done today. And then my mate Dan's in Friday to tile and stuff. And then Will's back next week to do all the fixtures and fittings. So I'm not quite sure. I'm doing 2 ready meals, 2 omelettes, and 2 ice cream bars. They've brought out, the layered, My Protein layered bars. Excuse me, they've done ice cream versions. So I'm going to do them in this episode. I might do an extra one. I'll see where we get to. So I might do a ready meal tomorrow, for lunch if the house is empty. And then I might do one of the ice cream bars tomorrow as well. Yeah, I don't know. I might actually do the omelets. They're only like 160, 70 calories each. So I might do one as an afternoon snack today. Actually, I think he says it'll be done for 3:30 today. So I might have an afternoon snack. Oh no, what? I'm not here. I'm at the gym. Anyway, we'll give him a go. Hey, can you send me details of the plan, please? After losing 4 stone, it's creeping up, and I need help. Yes, I can. Absolutely. If anyone wants details of my plan, the best thing to do is go to my TikTok profile, click on my link tree, or Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the first tab of my link tree is an inquiry form. Ping that over to me, and then I can email you back. Right, I can email you all the details, and then you can ask me any questions through email if you want to ask any questions through email. Also, in my link tree at the top, there is a WhatsApp button. If you want to WhatsApp me. It's fine. Ideal. Blah blah blah. I'll only probably send you the link to the contact form anyway, but you can ask me any questions through WhatsApp as well. All right. So there's loads of ways to get in touch with me, and I'll send you I'll send you all the details. Julia Billsborough, so send over an inquiry form. I'm just wondering if that's Julia from my village. I know Julia Billsborough, that's all. I'm not saying it's like, I'm guessing it might be. It might not be, but I'm guessing it might be. If it is, Julia, just send over an inquiry form and I'll send you all the details. If it's not, you're like, no, you don't know me. Anyway, there we go. The omelets are lovely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting. Look, hey, trust me, I can whip an omelet up in 5-10 minutes. It's not a big thing, but you've got to take it in a little bit of context. And it's just new foods. And for some people, it might work. I really need to get back on plan. I've got cancer and the hunger from chemo is insane. Claire, I'm really sorry to hear that. I have worked with cancer patients before, but, it's one of them. Like, obviously, your priority is getting well, but the better you eat, or the better you try and eat, the healthier you try and be, is going to help your body fight what you're fighting. So it is, but we can't expect, you're obviously going to have a lot of things taken over, a lot of emotional eating issues, and this, that, and the other. So if you want to come on plan, Claire, I'm more than happy to obviously work with you, but we've got to take things with a bit of a pinch of salt. But it's like I work with all sorts of people. I work with all different conditions. I work with quite a lot of pregnant ladies, and a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm pregnant now. I'll worry about weight loss." Well, no, because the healthier and fitter you are, especially if you're overweight, the better your pregnancy is going to be. You can still lose weight while being pregnant, but it needs to be done in the right way. Yeah. Morning, just out of the car, waiting for the dreaded dentist appointment. Oh, I was in the dentist last week. I'm quite lucky. My teeth are pretty good. I have had to have a couple of teeth removed, which I don't like, but I didn't go to the dentist for 11 years when I was morbidly obese, because I was scared of getting in and out of the chair and stuff like that, and it not working, and just had a massive phobia. So yeah, it's consultation form. Julie sent a consultation form over. I shall email after this live. So yeah, if anyone wants details, just send over a consultation form. It's the easiest thing. Sent link form. Thanks. Cheers, Julia. I will drop you an email very, very shortly. It is. Hi. It is. Right. I thought, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's the most uncommon name in the world, but to get the same, it's the Julia bit. I was like, there's not that. There can't be that many Julia Billsboroughs in the world. Anyway, yeah, Julia, not a problem at all. And you've done great. Yeah, you've done great with your weight loss. You and Peter both have. Really, really good. I know, but it can creep back on, and then we just need to find out why. Maybe the things you put into place to lose that 4 stone just hasn't quite stuck for whatever reason. So we need to get things, maybe get some better habits put into place and stuff like that. We can sort it. We can sort it. Let's get you on board and see what we can do for you. Morning, Neil. Weather's rubbish here today. Watching your live on Walking Pad before going out soon. Yeah, this is the one day where I'm like, I should have invested in possibly a walking pad. Yeah, Yes. Anyway, I've lost £5 on my own and 8 with you. Early days, but pain in my hip reduced and moving better. Yeah, Cheryl, you're doing really well actually. When you first came on plan, I know you had a lot of questions and a lot of things, and we've only been working together for a short period of time. But you're motoring along nicely now, especially after Christmas. So Cheryl's a fairly new client of mine. I like to say, like a lot of people, I think she was kind of like people get, these are the things I get from people that come on plan. They've maybe worked with other coaches that demonize food, that don't give you the flexibility, freedom, that don't give you the calories that I give you. So a lot of people are like, I couldn't, my last coach gave me, I get this all the time. The last person I worked with gave me 1,400 calories. I didn't lose any weight. You've given me 1,800. And I'm like, yeah, but you didn't eat 1,400 calories, right? This coach gave you 1,400 calories, over restricted, yeah? And you might have thought you were eating 1,400 calories, but you're eating 2.5. You're like, no, there's no way. No, it's dead easy. It's dead easy. You just play tricks on yourself. Well, I'm not saying a few days a week you weren't eating 1,400, but you weren't, right? Because weight loss is science. It's maths. You can't argue with it. If you're in a calorie deficit, you lose body fat. Don't matter if you're 18 or 18, male, female. Don't matter what's going on in your body, right? It's just, can you stick to that calorie deficit? Or what's going on that might be stopping you sticking to that calorie deficit? But yeah, that's one of the biggest kickbacks I get, and this is it. And this is where we regress, the way we lose our weight. So a lot of people like, yeah, I was doing a diet and it was 1,200 calories a day, and I lost 5 stone in 5 months. And it's like, right, that's great weight loss, but you're not going to stick to doing 1,200 calories a day for, and normally the breaking point is like a holiday, so someone might. It'll be so common this time of year, right? People will be doing stupid restrictive diets. They'll smash it Jan, Feb, March, right? And then Easter holidays. Easter holidays is a big breaking point. It might be the first time people jump to Tenerife for a week, or they just take a week off with the kids and they go into play centres and cafes and this, that, and the other with other parents, right? And they just have a week of freedom, and they realize how nice it is not to be so overly restricted. And then to drag yourself back into that over restriction, you just can't do it. You just can't do it. It's basically the analogy I always use with over restriction dieting. It's like being in a calorie jail. It's like being in a prison. And if you're in prison, right, and you're locked in this square room day in, day out for weeks on end, and then suddenly you get let out, right? Go on, off you pop. But in a week's time, on your own accord, you have to return to prison. And what happens if I don't return to prison? Nothing. Like, nothing. It's down to you if you want to be here or not, right? Absolutely. There's no, you'll stay fat. If you don't return to prison, you'll stay fat. That's it. Nothing else, right? And after your week of freedom, to put yourself back in prison voluntarily, right, is really, really hard, especially when there's no repercussions other than staying fat, right? So that's the issue. That's the issue. Lost nearly a stone since the 1st of January just by calorie deficit and watching what I eat. Started at 151.6, now 145.6, and just that small drop is noticeable. Lewis, I'm not going to. I don't want to piss on your chips, but that's £6. That's nearly half. Did you put half a stone? So you've lost nearly half a stone. And one thing we do have to accept it, and that's great. And you're very light anyway, so you're not going to lose lots of weight. You can't lose what you've not got. But just remember, weight loss slows down. I did a video on this yesterday. Watch it. A lot of people will be buzzing. Like week 1 lost 4 pounds. Week 2 lost 3 pounds. Week 3 lost 2. Slowing down, but it's still a decent loss. You've got to remember, when you go on a diet or a weight loss journey, as it were, or you get back to you after a period of overindulgence, we see a big gain. And that big gain, it's all relative to some people. I gained 13.2 pounds from Christmas, right? And for some people, a big gain might be 7 pounds. For some people, it might be 4 pounds. It's all relative, right? Now, I class gaining 13.2 pounds of weight in 11 days a pretty sizable bump on the scales. But the majority of that weight gain is food weight, water retention, just from Christmas. Will I have gained some body fat? Of course I have. But 14 days after seeing that 13.2 pound gain, I'd lost 12 of it, 12.2. So I'm a pound up. It's my next weigh-in on Friday, and I'll be below it. I know I will. I've smashed my calorie deficit in. I'm nice and hydrated. There's absolutely no reason, unless for whatever reason on Thursday night, I end up having some very high, like refined carb meal or a lot of salt where I soak up a bit of water. But no, I'll be under it. Yeah. Am I going to lose 12.2 pounds? I'll probably lose this check-in 3 maybe. So I might be 3 pounds down, right? And then from then on in, I'm actually stepping out of a weight loss phase. Well, I'm not. I'm still going to be in a weight loss phase, but my weight loss phase is going to be tiny, and yet I'm not going to see any losses on the scales because the scales measure my weight. And my aim over the next 2.5 months is to lose a small amount of body fat, but I'm going to probably counterbalance that body fat with muscle gain. That's my mission for the next 10 weeks. So it's just something a little bit different for me, you know. I will inquire about your plan. Inquire, Anna. Come on. Anna, I'm not going to be able to read all that on this live. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind you writing it. I came off Mounjaro after losing 6 stone. I came off Christmas time, which wasn't great in hindsight. I don't know. A lot of my clients, I work with a lot of Mounjaro clients, and a lot of people decided Christmas to be the cut-off, go and enjoy Christmas, and then just get back to doing it naturally after Christmas. My food is very similar to what I eat on the injections. I came off to try for a baby, and I've gained 10 pounds. I'm still very active. I won't worry about that. Again, weight gain isn't necessarily fat gain. Right, if you consistently, you gain 10 pounds from Christmas, you gain 10 again. Water weight, food weight, water retention. Maybe do 1 to 2 extra workouts, including strength training. My calorie counter said 1,200, way too low. So I did that and lost 2 pounds a week, and then I've maintained since. Yeah, because you can't stick to 1,200 calories; it's too restrictive. So you might think you are, but you're not. My Zumba instructor said I should be eating more like 1,700, but I'm so scared to eat more. All my life, I've been told to eat less calories, wise to lose weight. No. We need to eat as many calories as we can that puts us into a healthy, sustainable calorie deficit. That's what we need to do. You've done amazing on your weight loss journey. And in all honesty, Anna, you're 73 kilos. So you're 160 pounds. You're 5'7". You're not a million miles away from being, you maybe 10 pounds, and you're done, right? Oh, right. kg. Sorry, I should have added. Right. I thought that was pounds. Okay, Louis. So you're 151 kg. I get it. So you have lost a stone, mate. Sorry. So yeah, you have lost a stone. That's great. And you can lose large amounts of weight the bigger you are. And you will notice that, yeah, of course, a small drop, mate. A stone isn't a small drop. Even if you're 151 pounds, which is like what, 330, 340, something like that, like mid 20 stones, early 20 stone, 23 stone, something like that. A stone is still a chunk of weight, mate. It's still a chunk of weight. And at your size, at your current weight, you can push your weight loss. So I'm not saying you lose a stone like every month. But I would have someone that's 23 stone. You could drop 6 stone this year. Healthy, sustainable fat loss to me is normally about 4 stone a year. If you've got 4 stone to lose, that's like a generic average. If you're coming in at 23, first year drop 6, second year drop 4, you're 10 stone down, and suddenly you're 13 stone instead of, and you might not even need to be 13 stone. Yeah. There we go. So I'm not sure if you can help, but I feel like, yeah, you've just got a bad relationship with food, Anna, and that's what we need to work on. Your 6 stone weight loss is fantastic, right? But we need to maintain those losses, but we need to improve your relationship with food. We need to stop you panicking. I reckon you're probably over-exercising, thinking that's what's going to keep your weight off. You've probably still got a lot of bad habits in there. You're probably still scared of a lot of food. You're obviously scared of calories. So yeah, we can sort you out. Get signed up. I'll start you on Monday. All right, I'll start you on Monday. Anyone that signs up before tomorrow, I will get you started on plan Monday. We have a big plan writing. I've got 3 people signed up. I'm not putting a cap on it. If you want to get going, you want to take advantage of the offer, come get signed up. So TikTok profile, if you just want to sign up, you don't need to send over an inquiry form. TikTok profile, I've got a shop in my link tree. click on the one-to-one plan. All the details are on my website anyway. That's all I'm going to email you over. So if you just like, let me have a scan through, and if you think I'm the person for you, Neil signed up. Brilliant, mate. Get on plan, guys, and we'll get you going from Monday, and we'll start working on. And it's not that you'll have the amazing community that we have to bounce off to you'll jump in there. I've got so many clients that have been with me for such a long time that have improved their relationship with food. Sorry, I sent 2 messages in, the last one. All right, not a problem at all. But yeah, if you get on plan and you're not very heavy at all, and at your current height, you really, really not. You've not got a lot to lose. What we need to do is, though, you've done amazing with your weight loss journey. We want to stop you regressing. We want to get you smiling. You sound unhappy. And you shouldn't be unhappy. You should be buzzing that you've lost this weight, So that's something we need to get you doing as well, is smiling. Even if it's within calories, do you think having a milky latte with 150 ml milk will increase weight? No. Again, really, if we're thinking like that, will this gain me weight? Will this gain me weight? Such an unhealthy relationship with food, and it needs to change, right? Now, again, you need to understand the difference between weight gain and fat gain. So this is a 2.2 litre bottle of water. It weighs 5 pounds, right? I can gain a pound now. Look. I've just down half a litre of water. I'm now a pound heavier because this is now in my system, right? Weight gain isn't always a bad thing. Right, we gain weight from maybe having a little bit too much salt the odd day. We gain weight, and this is why you see all these daily fluctuations on the scales, right? So if you eat anything, you gain weight because what you've eaten is now in your system, and that would show on a set of scales. You only gain body fat through consuming too many calories. That is it. You can eat what you want, right? I don't want to do experiments like this because I just don't want to do it, to be honest with you. There's a few different reasons I'm not going to go into, but I eat 2,600 calories a day, right? A double cheeseburger from McDonald's is 450 calories, right? So 2,600 divided by 450, right, is 5.7. So I can eat 6 double cheeseburgers a day from McDonald's, day in, day out for a month, and I'd lose 6 pounds of body fat. I feel like shit. I'd have no energy, right? I'd be grumpy. I'd be hungry. I'd be moody, right? I'd look crap. I'm not saying I look great anyway, but I'd probably have a lot more spots, right? I'd probably have a really bad complexion. I'd look really washed out, right? But I'd still lose fat. Fat levels are simply determined by calories in, calories out. That's it, right? Calories in, calories out. Weight is determined by lots of different factors. I'm wearing clothes. If I weigh myself dressed, I weigh more than thingy. If I've got more food in my body, I'm going to weigh more than if I have less food in my body, And again, these are the things I'll teach you, yeah? Look, just Slimming World post about SWIPs. Honestly, I was reading up on it yesterday. I know they've changed Swimming World. That's a different one altogether. Slimming World. And I've not done any content on it. And I was just reading up on it yesterday. And I genuinely thought, I know they brought out this Swimming World Individual Picks is what it stands for. And I genuinely was like, right, what's the difference? Are they giving people a bit more food free? So they've improved this so that we've took away some negative connotations. And what we're doing is we're empowering you to make some foods that are a bit more calorific, a bit more calorie dense, less nutrient dense. The Slimming World Individual Pick. So it's what you decide to spend a few more basically calories on. And I was like, they're going to, maybe look at something like I do, where instead of having the same amount of SWIPs every day, you can get them for a week, and if you use them all by Thursday, you use them all by Thursday. You don't use them Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or you can bank some for the weekend. They're going to give you more SWIPs rather than over restricting. To make it more sustainable. No, it's exactly the same as sins, and people are still going to call them sins. It's not going to change. SWIPs is such a it's SWIPs, isn't it? It's such a stupid word. It doesn't roll off the tongue, right? It genuinely doesn't. And it's we've got another sign up. Claire signed up. Thank you very much for coming on Plan, Claire. Back on Plan. Claire's been on Plan before, and we'll see what we can do for you, Claire. We'll try and help you out the best we can. But it's just and the word sins is that embedded, right? If you keep it exactly the same, 12 sins, people are still going to use the word sins. People are still going to use the word sins. They needed to refresh it. They needed to they literally they needed to change the whole thing so people, even old school Slimming Worlders that have been going for years and years and years, move away from the sin thing. Like, you can't call SWIP sins because it's a point, right? You get more a day. You get them over a week, not a day, so you can average them out, so you can have more flexibility and freedom. They've stepped right away from that sin. They haven't. It's exactly the same. It's just, I've got 12 SWIPs a day. Oh my God, I've gone over my SWIPs. Oh my God, that's 10 SWIPs. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely. I've seen people still. Yeah, I have. I'm involved in a lot of slimming groups and this, that, and the other. And I still get it on my post. Does anyone know how many sins the prawns are? Does anyone know how many sins the sauce is? And it's been in place a month now, so people aren't embracing it. It'll go pop, I think, Slimming World. I generally believe that. I think there's a whole it's been in the format it's been in for years and years and years and years and years. And I think, it's like some things just run the course of time, don't they? And I just think, like, with the weight loss injections are probably, I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe not. Maybe it will come out the other end. And I think the one thing Slimming World has got is it's got a huge community. People are just so invested in the community side of it. But I think the business side of it, I know so many people that do Slimming World that don't go to Slimming World. They don't go to the meetings. They don't weigh with them. They just use the formula around it. So there's obviously a massive reason why they've if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. So why? And they've gone down this, they've gone down this, they've gone down this thing. If Slimming World actually worked, they'd be out of business because people wouldn't need to go back. 100%, and it is a massive business, right? And they have this thing where if you get to your goal weight and you maintain it within a certain level, you don't pay anymore and you can keep going. And don't get me wrong, a bit, would it go out of business? Maybe not, but it would hurt the bottom line, is what it'd do. It'd hurt the bottom line, because the problem is, like, obesity is, there's nothing's killing the root of obesity. I'm not killing the root of obesity. I'm helping out my clients. I'm helping out as best as I can. But the government is the only thing that can kill the root of obesity. Putting education into schools now, proper education. So when all these knobs on social media come out and go, because we put trust into teachers, and it can be very black and white, like out of a textbook. It is science. It is really simple, and we can use context and this, that, and the other. And kids can be taught healthier relationships with food. They can be taught context. They can be educated about processed foods, about UPF foods. They can be educated about stuff that's, it really is that simple. You could read out all of the ingredients in a MyProtein meal that people demonize it for being ultra processed. And I'll tell you what it is. A lot of it's natural. A lot of it's just different types of salts. A lot of it's just different. And I'm not saying, we should overconsume salt. I'm not saying this, that, and the other. But the thing is, in the quantities that we consume them, they don't cause us any harm. The big problem with processed foods is they're very much, the majority of ultra processed foods lack nutrition. And if you're spending all your calories on foods that lack nutrition, right, you're not getting the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients into your body that the body needs to function properly. Also, foods that lack nutrition, they tend to make you more hungry, which the bottom line is, The main issue with ultra processed foods is people that eat a lot of ultra processed foods overconsume calories and end up overweight or obese. That is the issue. That's the main issue with ultra processed foods. It's not actually the extra additives and preservatives that go into it. It genuinely isn't, because there's zero evidence. They've been tested. They've been rigorously tested, right? And for the amounts we consume them, they don't cause us any harm. The issue is, you know, when you're bringing your kids up on Alpha Bites and Turkey Twizzlers and Sketty Hoops all the time, and corn and, you know, Frosties, right? They're hungry all the time. They're lack of nutrition. They're not getting the vitamins and minerals they need. They'll be snacking lots more, that, you know, and all this, that, and the other. And they'll generally over consume calories, and they'll end up with a weight issue. That is the biggest issue. That's the biggest issue. You know, it is. You know, obesity is the biggest issue, health issue that affects the NHS, and the roots of, and you know, the majority of type 2 diabetes cases, obesity. The majority of heart cases, obesity. The majority of lots of different things is, so you need to kill the root, you know, and no slimming club's going to do that. We can try, we can cut the leaves back. I can, you know, I can keep pruning the bush every year and try and keep it as a bit more under control. But until we delve in and kill the root, then the issue's not going to get sorted. Right, guys, we've got to go. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for the few people that have signed up this morning to plan. TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube page, anywhere. Just click on the link tree, click on the shop, click on the monthly one-to-one plan, enter code New Year, New Me, half price sign up, $29.99 a month for 3 months. You'll pay now February, March, April. And if you complete your first 6 check-ins, so you don't miss a check-in, you don't go missing in action for a couple of weeks and then come back on plan, complete your first 6 check-ins, you'll get your 4th month totally free of charge. Once you've completed your 3 months, it's a rolling contract. You want to work with me for 6 months? Work with me for 6 months. You want to work with me for 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, work with me for as long as you want. If you just want to work with me for 3 months for the initial term of plan and then go your own way, no problems. No problems whatsoever. All right. Guys, it has been a pleasure as always. And yeah, come get signed up and use that code New Year, New Me. So click on the monthly one-to-one plan, New Year, New Me, and it'll go from $29.99 to 15 quid. That's you signed up. That'll get your plan over to you this week. It'll get you into all the community groups, all this, that, and the other. And the groups, by the way, are busy. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. So mute them. Mute them straight away. You don't need to be kept. You don't need to delve in, day out. Just come in and out whenever you want. You want to go in and chat to people, go in and chat to people. You want to go in and ask questions, go and ask questions. You want to have a scan through and look at any recipes and foods that people are posting, use it for that. Don't think, oh my God, there's 200 notifications for the chit chat group. I need to go through it. You don't. I mean, you can do if you want to. And some people do get invested in it, but it's busy. But it's a great community. Ask questions there. It's very, very friendly. There's people that have been in there for 3 years. There's people that have been in there for 3 weeks. All right. So don't think you're the only newbie. You're not. All right. Just get involved. Yeah. How much is the community? The community on its own, £5 for your first month using code WELCOME. £10 after that. No contract. Cancel it whenever you want to. But if you've generally got an issue with your weight and you want to get it sorted out, at the moment with the deal I've got on the one-to-one plan is generally the one to go for. Right, I've got to go. I'll be back at 10:30. So if you sign up and you get into the community, yeah, I'll get into the WhatsApp community. I'll post all the links for the lives and stuff shortly for today. Any issues, just WhatsApp me and there we go. And we'll get you all signed up, and we'll get you officially on plan from Monday. But you get instant access to the community today. When you sign up, laptop or iPad's easy. Go to your email. There's downloads in there, consultation form, sign up form. Ignore the dates in it; they'll be wrong. The next start date's next week. I've just not updated the forms, right? And then in there's links to join the WhatsApp group, join the Facebook group, and you can get in. Right, guys, I've got to go. TikTok, I'll be back. When am I back now? I'm not back on TikTok till Thursday morning, or Facebook or YouTube. So I'll see you Thursday morning. If you're on Planning in the Community, I'm back in an hour, and I'm back tomorrow morning. All right, guys. So if you just follow me on social media, I'll see you in 48 hours. If you don't, I'll hopefully see you in an hour if you're free. Facebook, YouTube, exactly the same. Hopefully see you.